There you go. We are back live again. Did we take? Yeah, we took last week off, right? Yeah.
Yes, because I was in Utica at my conference.
And I was at a hockey tournament, and now I am at a conference this week. And yeah, we're in game 3 of rounders here of Crew Cup. Like for anyone, most people know Crew Cup. We're doing 4 games of rounders, non-round limited. So these games are long.
Our conference last week, it was 10 round limited.
Yeah.
So it moved pretty quick.
Well, that's what I thought Crew Cup was.
Yeah. It
Right?
needs
Round 4 is about to be started. So yeah, and then after that, there's only about 30 teams, so it's not that big. But then it's double elimination after that.
Yeah, that's gonna take a long time, Dougie. Listen, you're screwed.
Well, I'm not. When we're done off of here, I'm going to get some food because I've been here since 9 a.m.
Hey, wait a minute. When I went to my conference, I left my house at 7 a.m., drove 4 hours to conference, set everything up. Listen, by 5 o'clock, we were ready to open the doors. We went and got one beer, came back, ran the conference till 12:30 at night, didn't get to bed till 2 a.m., back at the venue at 8 a.m., ran until midnight again, went out for dinner till 2 a.m. again. I mean, listen, and then on the way home the next day on Sunday, I had to take a nap. Hey, what's going on?
I got to remember, I'm mirrored side here. We got Michelle. She's going for game 4. But I was smart at this conference. Brought all my gear. I'm not sitting in one of these chairs. They're like this.
No, you squeak in this one.
I squeak, yes.
You need WD-40.
See, people say I need WD-40 because I brought my own chair. I brought the chair from home that I sit for my show.
How old are you? That chair looks like it's from like 1972.
I don't know.
You need like a medium person or something?
I'm not live for you. I'm not live for you. Me.
He's live for the world.
I'm live for me. Yes, they're wondering how they have like these. Sean Stefano's got the OG clutch bags out, I believe. But yeah, so
are they still legal?
Does it matter for Crew Cup?
It's an ACL event.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I think they still got the stamp. But yeah, so we had the doubles. We had the blind draw last night. We had the doubles here today. If everyone can go back on the ACL Canada Facebook page, amazing final. It was almost a double dip. Tim Shanchi and James Finley played against Joel Pinnacombe and Jason Lowe. Now, I remember I played Jason Lowe 2 years ago in an intermediate division game. And then within those 2 years, it was at a conference. Within those 2 years, he's now won a Tier 1 doubles.
Well, Doug, I don't even think you had to say intermediate. All I think you had to say was he played against you, and now he's back.
Yeah. But Joel and Jason, they put out Brandon Brown and Bernie Portalessi for the second time. They got them at a regional, and then they got them here now at the conference. So I think they kind of have their number.
I like it. Hey, I just want to let the fans know, Doug, that, we've had a lot of people coming on here and talking about some of the bags that they wanted to start throwing.
Yes.
Don't know if you can get them in Canada right now, but the Titan is doing the 12 bags of Christmas right now.
Yes, they are.
So right now, during the 12 bags of Christmas, there's a new bag every day for 50% off.
Wow. There is some being sold just over there. It's that's it. We don't really get those kind of sales up here, but people are more than welcome to, because I believe they do ship to Canada. Yeah, like were they not talking about that last time we had them on?
Yes, I think we did. Yes.
Yeah. So lots of things going on in the cornhole world as well. We've got playing in Australia, ACL down under, and Mark Richards, Tony Smith got their random partners that they won the contest, and they finished 1-2 in doubles with them.
Well, here's the thing, though. I mean, seriously, you play with Mark Richards and Tony Smith. I mean, you just got to.
Even I could win with those guys.
Yeah, listen. If I was down there with Tony, and I told him this last week, I was like, if I play with you, we would win the whole damn thing. Like Mark Richards, who?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah. So everyone's watching, the poor people we have watching live here, because I think most people usually watch that are from Canada are out in that vast region in front of me. But make a comment. We'll anything you want to talk about, ask about, you can make that. But how about Tony Smith's partner, I don't know what you've seen in the pro exhibition, the $10,000 pro exhibition, after they won, had a beer out of his shoe.
What?
Drank a beer out of his shoe, and then even Bobby Sperry then copied that and had a beer out of his shoe as well.
Wait, did they pour beer into their shoe?
Yes, they did.
Oh, I'm thinking maybe you hit a beer in like the side of your shoe and then
Nope.
drank a real beer. Oh,
Nope.
I don't want to drink. I know what my feet smell like. I don't want to drink a beer out of my shoe.
Yes, the guy even offered Tony a drink out of his shoe, and Tony was like, "I'm good."
I'm good, bro. Thanks. All set. Oh, that's gross.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, the closest I'm getting to that is when I go see Derek and I kiss the fish. I mean, that's the closest I'm getting to a shoe beer.
Well, he's not there now. He's back at work in Alberta. So Kim makes it. If you throw up right here, Kim, I'm going to, because she's right here. Oh, it's got to go the other way. Look, she's right there. She's right there. There she is, right there. Actually, I can go back to her right there. Winner of the Tier 3 doubles. First championship ever. One pole had to win a championship this weekend.
Yeah, listen, the other pole's not that good.
No. But his wife, Kylie, was her partner.
Really?
So, yes. So.
Nice. So some big things going on up there. So what do you got? You also going tomorrow too, or is tonight the last night?
So yeah, so most of those people that are playing here until probably 2 a.m. have to be back 9 a.m. for singles.
Is that every division, or is that?
No, so the going to be doing the open and advanced at 9 a.m. Then I'll see just how the voice is, and see if I'll be doing the competitive and intermediate after that.
See, we always flip them down here. We put the lower divisions first.
Yeah.
So because we know the open and higher divisions usually are the bigger drinkers. So.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, and I'm not sure why we always do that, but that's how it's done here.
Well, you're Canadian. I mean, that's part of the problem.
Yeah, everybody was. We had the open division today, and I'm going to say it was a little rough doing the live feeds. At a couple games where there was, I think you were watching there at a couple times. I said to the PPRs, it's like I had like a 3 throwing against a 4, you know, and it's just it's those are the games that are tough to call.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, you know, the thing that I love is I love that you get a lot more people up there playing, but you know, some of the games might be a little harder. You know, sometimes with games like that, I try to move some stuff around and have the director push different games there. And it's nothing against the lower divisions.
Yeah.
It's just that when you're really thinking of live feeds and bringing people in, sometimes that isn't bringing enough people in to kind of, you know, show what you can do as part of, you know, the conference, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, sometimes you got to force the game there. And other times, you know, sometimes because sitting there all day, every day is kind of a little rough. Sometimes I just let the cameras run. I do that different angle with the 2 boards.
Yeah.
And just go take a break, maybe get some lunch, take a bathroom break. You know, a lot of people are like, yeah, I can't hear anything. Yeah, it's because I had to walk away for a few minutes because I'm a one-man band.
Yes, yeah, and that's the thing. And then I know that I'll probably be talking with Corey, the conference director here, afterwards, to say, what was good with it, what was bad. And I think next time, I think we maybe could do some communication back and forth, kind of like what Wally does with Josh Keck, and say, who do we want to bring here, and who do we want to show?
Yeah.
On those games, like I'm seeing, like there's these games that are coming up, and can I try and get that game? Or can I try and get this game?
Well, and the other hard part too is I see those bleachers behind you too. That's going to be a little tough there because I can hear a little echo effect around you, and with people behind you and all around you, sometimes a little harder to call the game because you're getting so much background noise.
Well, I was having the background noise, but also just the talking and everything. You get kind of distracted, right? Like you don't really talk. We talk about the players getting distracted by stuff around you. That's even with the live feeds as well. Like it was really tough because you get people walking behind you. You're trying to look at something. Chair gets bumped or whatever, right? So there's the whole other element to that.
Well, the best is when you're sitting there with a microphone and cameras all around you, and people walk up to you and start talking to you like, "Oh, are you live?" It's like, no, I just set this stuff up.
What's the score of this game? Well, I'm looking at the one that I'm commentating on. Let me try and look around and see. Right? But, yeah,
Russ is there. Is Russ there with you guys, or
no? He's not. He doesn't come to these ones. Russ doesn't travel well. Plus, I think he just got back from the East Coast. He was down. His daughter graduated from St. FX University in Nova Scotia, so he's probably rusty. He's old. Russ is an old man. He's probably resting.
He's home resting.
Yes. And the other thing we had this weekend is this is the first cornhole event, a bigger one in Canada, in Ontario at least, that since 2015 we have no Jamie Cowan. He has skipped this event.
Who?
That guy. But he did make it in the chat, but yeah, no Jamie Cowan here this weekend.
Wow, Jamie had to stay home, couldn't get his permission slip signed, huh?
Well, I guess he said something about that he's got to work on boards. He's got boards to make, and then those little snowmen that he's doing now with that a little ugly hat that he made me show you.
Pathetic. Not good, Jamie. Not good.
No, so Russ is asking if you're coming to Niagara. You're not in Niagara.
I am not in Niagara. I will not be able to make Niagara because that is the week after Triple Crown.
Yep.
So I couldn't get the time off there. But I am 99% in Quebec, which is the end of February.
Yes.
Yeah, it's end of February.
Yeah.
So a month after Niagara, I will definitely be in Canada. 99% sure it's going to finish some details. Me and Doug have been talking about it offline, making sure we can make that work. But Niagara just does not fit into the schedule because of my prior commitment to Triple Crown.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Brucey there.
Mr. Bruce Hawkins is in. Yes, Derek will be in Quebec as well. Yeah, and maybe we might, stay an extra night, do a hockey game or something there.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing for me was, the weekend before, I'd already signed on to do Triple Crown over a year ago. And it's always pretty much the same weekend at the end of January there. Well, the second to last week in January. And this year, it's more important to me because it is my title sponsor, which is actually the main sponsor of the event. So it's going to be even, more fun for me. So I just can't make Niagara work because I won't be flying home till Monday, which means I have to be back in work on Tuesday. Then I work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, have Saturday off, work Sunday again, just the way my schedule falls. So, Niagara's just not in the cards. Although, even though Niagara's only a 7-hour drive, but Quebec is so much better at only 4.5.
Yes. And Bruce saying that he will be there. He will be at Triple Crown, not Niagara, because as we did talk to Bruce offline, he's not a guy that likes Canadian weather.
Yes, he says work doesn't count. Work, unfortunately, in my line of work, it does count. Somebody has to sell all the fruit.
Yes, even in my line of work, someone has to take care of the ice. I had a couple of people, well, one person in particular, come up to me and say, "Well, you weren't here for this event again this time." I'm like, "Sorry, work comes first."
But I will be at Triple Crown hanging out with my boy Brucey because I know Brucey will be there. So we get to hang out in the lovely state of Iowa.
Are you sure? Have you figured that out with him yet?
Well,
Where you're actually going?
I figured out my plans. I know Bruce will be there. I just don't know when he's going to be there. I'm actually coming in on Thursday and leaving like late Sunday. Bruce knows the recipe for ice.
I'm going to try and get this here. Sean Steffen says he's going to make a big shot here. So we're going to go.
Let's see. Oh, is that a big shot?
I don't know.
Like, he only hit one bag in.
Yeah, and it wasn't even what he threw.
I think it's because those bags he was throwing had a stain on them.
Trying to see what the other bags are being thrown at. I want to say they may even be Titan bags. No, they're not.
The white bags are what?
So.
The white bags are octanes?
The white bags are octanes, black. The dark ones are actually lucky bags.
Lucky bags. They're probably, I'm going to say, because the person that's throwing was probably bougie, I'm going to say pro snipers.
No. I think I've seen them before. I don't think they are.
Are they Celtics?
Yeah, I think they are, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bruce says he has his own room, but with candy. I'm hoping, Bruce, because I'm not cuddling you this time.
And he doesn't want any pictures of pizza boxes or nothing.
Listen, I don't even remember the pizza box, so it's okay.
Yeah. No, I have my own room here at the hotel that I'm at, and kind of sketchy. Not gonna lie. There's a driveway, but there's only enough room for one car, and you have to park in the back. So I was like, do I go back out that way? But no, there's a dark alley through a laneway and a bush in behind that leads to another road.
Did they give you your own chalk to outline yourself when you get killed?
Not yet, but I'm not sure where I put my hotel key.
Whoa.
It's my other thing right now.
You might be better off losing it and sleeping under those bleachers.
Possibly, yes. Yeah.
So, Bruce, what do you, Dougie? What do you got coming up over the next month up there in Canada?
Just after this weekend here, taking a break. Work starts to pick up with all the Christmas season, more shifts and that, and then next stop is Niagara if I can get the time off of work. Still waiting for that.
So Bruce wants us to know that he stopped his Call of Duty game just to come on with us. He's been playing Call of Duty all damn day. I seen him trying to get some of the pros to play, but they're all at conferences and regionals and everything else.
I'm just trying to look around here. I had seen Kyle Hill here earlier, but I believe he's gone now. I don't see him anymore, but he's still talking about the after show with Bruce. Bruce, you've got a fan for life.
Here's the thing: if any of you are wavering on what to think about Cornhole or this show that me and Doug do on Saturday nights, you need to come on, because afterwards, sometimes we will do an after show, depending on how much time we have and what's going on.
Yeah.
And the after show is not recorded, it is not live, and it is completely uncensored.
Yes.
There's a lot of, as the kids would say today, there's a lot of tea that gets spilled. So
see, I did a wrong side again by her. why she's a big problem.
She is a huge problem right there.
Very much so.
But the after show is a lot of fun, and our after show we don't charge for.
No, we don't. Not at all.
Other shows charge for their after show. We do not. We just open it to the public and have a lot of fun. And we've had some special guests, like Mr. Bruce Hawkins has been in there.
And his 50-room house, like this, someone said he walked through 50 rooms and not much to say.
Dude, it felt like 20 minutes of him just walking through doors.
Yes.
I think he might have been going around in circles. Oh, Miss Candy's here too. Look at that. My bestest friends in the whole wide world. I did, just so you know, earlier this week, Doug, the Dwellers were the 50% off bag a couple days ago. I received them in the mail today, so I did get my Dwellers for $49. Great set of bags, half off. Stay tuned this week because right now it's only in, I believe it's day 6 right now. Day 7 is tomorrow.
Yeah.
And there's no other company out there that does it. Yeah, today was the Venom, Doug. The Venom was the bag of the day. There's no other company out there that runs these promotions for 12 days straight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, other companies run a promotion, everything. You know, we did convince one company to run a penny sale for the first 3 customers, and that turned into a complete shit show.
So I have to say, we talked about the Crew Cup here, the non-10 round limited Crew Cup. When we went live 21 minutes ago, we're coming on 22 minutes ago, the Crew Cup game in front of me started. It is now 11-10, and they're still going.
What round, do you know?
30 maybe, I don't know.
Oh, dude, Crew Cup is brutal when it's not round limited. It really is. I think round limited. I hate round limited for other stuff, but I think
Jake DeVinny coming behind me lost a bet, and he had to wear that. He was partnered up with Nyan Shaw, and you can see him on the live feed. He was on here, and I was writing to him because the floor's a little shiny. They use this here actually next weekend. They play indoor soccer in here. They do some other stuff. Next weekend, they're having roller skating. So people came in last night, thought there was roller skating in here, but no, we got cornhole. We could have played cornhole roller skating, I guess, if they wanted to.
With you drunks, I think somebody would have got hurt.
Yeah.
But Bruce does want us to know that there's a new bag every day, and it runs until this Friday coming up. So stay tuned. Tomorrow there'll be a new bag, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So we're on day 6. There's still 6 more days of bag.
Is there not one unreleased bag coming possibly?
Who knows? Stay tuned because, listen, anything is possible.
But will it have an L in it?
It will not. It probably won't have an L in it.
Will it be a light bag?
Wait a minute. What is this stupid debate with the L?
No idea.
Does the L even mean anything?
No idea.
Or did they just put an L in there?
Put an L, I guess.
Well, because the biggest thing at the beginning of the season was there was supposed to be different weighted bags, right?
Yes.
So different weighted bags, and they were supposed to be stamped on the bag with weights and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen anybody doing that yet. I know nothing about anybody doing that yet, but this L comes out and somebody writes this diatribe on Addicted to Cornhole about the L means light, and I don't know if it's a light. I'm like, who gives a shit? Just throw the bag.
Yes.
Oh my God. People kill me.
Yeah. The question, then the other thing is, why is Tier 3 not paid the same as Tier 1? I demand that my friend that's unnamed get at least $1,000 for finishing first in Tier 3.
I played better than the person that finished 22nd in tier 1 because I won tier 72.
Yes.
Like, here's the thing. Here's my biggest problem with that whole argument, all right? The biggest problem with the whole argument was when you sign up, it tells you how much you're paying, right? And then it tells you how much you're paying out, right? It's only, it's 20%, it's 40%, it's whatever. And everybody's like, well, you're just paying the higher players. No, most of the time, those lower tiers are really paying for the venue.
Yes.
Because most of that money is not even going back into the player pool. It's going to pay off all the other expenses, such as the director and everybody else running it.
Well, how about this? You all started in open, so you all started in the same division. I got no idea what's going on behind me. They all started in the same division, and then you got broke up in your 3 tiers. So, really, you're not finishing higher than that other person, like you said, that finished 22nd because you won tier 3. You're like 400 and something.
Well, the big thing is intermediate and competitive. It's not really the tiers; it's those intermediate and competitive.
But when you're in an open division, when you're in open like that, you're all together. You play your rounders. You break off into tiers.
Yep.
Right. So you're not really you're not signing up for intermediate or competitive or advanced or whatever.
Well, but the big thing is, no matter what you do, whether you leave it as an open or you make it divisions, you're never going to win as a director. You're not. I'm sorry, because you're always going to have that one person that believes because they throw a 4.62 in competitive that because they won, they shouldn't get, they should get $800 back, whatever it is, right? It's like, no, it doesn't matter. What's it? First is tier 1. If you take 256 in tier 1, so winner of tier 2 is 257. Exactly. Exactly. That's how it works. Like, you look at, I think Spencer's is the best way to figure it out, right? Because Spencer's in tier 1 pays down to like 49th place, right? But not every tournament can do that because they're not bringing in that many players. But when you look at tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, yes, you're down that many teams that are ever in the tier before you, right? So if 50 teams making it to tier 1, you finish in tier 2, you're 51.
Well, like I said, there was one post made by a player up here, and I commented because Keaton, Terry McLeod, who usually comments, there was one tournament up around him that you paid. It was a doubles tournament that you paid $50 for a team to enter this tournament. Okay, remember that you paid $50 to enter this tournament. You play the tournament. You win the tournament. The winners of that tournament got $40.
Well, that's a big win.
Yes. You lost $10 to win.
No, you lost. Yeah. That's a good friend of mine, Steve Lascaris, and I quote, I used to tell him all the time, nobody likes you. But these people, like, it's tournaments like that are bogus. That's completely a bogus tournament. I know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But in some of the bigger tournaments, a lot of that money is being shifted into the other division. You want the pro players to show up, right?
Yeah.
You want the better players to show up. You need to keep bringing people in to make your tournament bigger, right? But you also need those competitive players and everything. Yes, guess what? You are cannon fodder to bring in people for a higher division. I want to hang out with you, and I want to have a great time. But at the same time, you're not there to win. Truth, I did trim it down a little bit, and I went with the elf on the shelf look, so I did get rid of the mustache. But you're not going to be beating some of these people. So if it wasn't open and you played in tier 1 or you left it as 1 tier, you're not finishing where you were. It's just not going to happen. You're going to go down even lower.
Well, and I think if we start paying out those lower tiers to bigger money, that's where you get the sandbag, right? And then it's those people are just going to drop down. And and really, because I even feel some sandbagging is when you got people. Another pet peeve of mine is just chasing the points. I'm going to go and play open division. I know that I'm going to get destroyed. I'm not going to score a point, but I'm going to get bigger points for going in an open division instead of playing in intermediate where I should be playing.
Why are you making fun of me? I love the aggressive approach. That's all I do. I just play open.
Yeah.
I just play open to get the points.
But are you? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're not chasing.
I'm chasing points, pro. I'm going to be a pro. Next year, I'm going to the qualifier.
Well, don't you already have to be an elite player to go to the qualifier?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't even give I'm never going to sign the stupid contract anyways. You know it's not going to happen. Oh, wait a minute. I just got a partner for Bag and Bash.
Oh, yeah?
Me and Bruce are going to be partners for Bag and Bash. Look at that.
Hey.
Yeah, we don't have rules at Bag and Bash, so now me and Bruce are partners. We're going to make pros cry. I'm going to make Jordan Power cry when I beat him.
Oh, I was going to say, make him tears of laughter.
Oh, yeah, when I throw my floor back?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. But the thing with it is, no matter what formats we run, no matter what tournaments we participate in or do anything else like that, you're always going to have that one or two people that are going to be upset by is what happens, right? You know, they feel they got. So at the conference this weekend, I'm sitting behind the desk just like you are right now.
Yep.
I put tape lines on the floor for the live feed court for where the box was, right?
Yeah.
So you know where the foot foul is for the side, right? One of the players stepped out of the box. The other player called him on it, and then the other person threw the bag. He looked at me and he's like, "What are you going to do about it?" I said, nothing. He's like, "What do you mean?" I go, "I'm the commentator. I'm not a referee. I'm not an official. I'm the guy sitting behind the desk. If you need to complain about something, you need to go to the tournament officials, which are the people running it, which is not me. I'm just the knucklehead with the microphone."
I was going to say see if I can do it. That's the person right there that just made the comment that said Bag and Bash sounds fun.
Oh, so registration, Michelle, will start in early January. Look at that. But Doug, you probably get it all the time too when you're sitting there. People want you to call the foot foul or want you to do a replay. I'm like, that's not my job. My job here is to commentate. My job is not to. I'm calling the game. I'm not refereeing the game.
I even got asked to put another team on the clock today.
Not your job.
Not my job.
No, you got.
There was one game that probably even had about 12 timeouts in it, but I wasn't counting.
There was a game at the conference that I was at, and it was a seniors game. And they were upset because the officials from the running the tournament went and told them they have 10 minutes to finish. Seniors, 29 people.
I've seen that post on the deck to the Cornhole.
But 29 people in a bracket took over 5 hours. It should not take that long. Listen, guys, I'm 5 years away from seniors. I know how it works, but you're all not that old. The gameplay should be a little faster.
Yeah.
One game took almost 45 minutes until they told them you had to speed it up. And then that game finished in 10 minutes.
Was Damon Dennis playing?
Damon Dennis was not playing. There was not 72 bag flips. I love that man to death, though. Damon, we're still best friends. But the thing with it is no matter, you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. When you're running tournaments, you are the worst person in the venue, especially if you're trying to play at the same time.
Yes.
Because if you're a director that plays, that makes it even harder. Because sometimes you're at a board trying to throw a bag and someone's trying to come and get you to be able to talk about something.
Actually, I have to say that is the one thing about Corey Ewart, that's our conference director here. This weekend, they run their league for Joe Cornhole. So there's about 5 of them. There's Corey, there's James, there's Asher, there's Nick Cassidy, there's 2 guys sitting over the table doing absolutely nothing. We'll see if I can get to them.
Just got to come up a little bit. There you go.
Way those 2 guys, those 2 dots sitting way over there.
Yeah.
That is Asher and Nick.
Yeah.
And they are just they're this. All they're there doing is if people come to them with questions. Oops. I'll get it back. People come to them with questions. Go talk to Corey. Go talk to James.
Mark Drake says it'd be better content if you called it out during the live match. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun, but I would piss a lot of people off because when you're sitting there staring at it all day, you can see a lot of rules violations.
Yes.
So it can get very interesting sitting behind the desk, and I'd probably lose a lot of fans.
Yes.
Because I'd be calling almost everything. Like, here's the one thing, Doug. One thing in the rule book, it's not very clear. There was a player this weekend who starts his throw behind the box. So he's out of the box behind the boards and then does a double step.
Yes.
Is that a legal throw or an illegal throw?
I've seen it happen before. It is illegal because you have to start in the box.
You have to start with at least one toe in the box.
Yes.
Right? So you have to be on the line. But I saw this person throw a bunch of matches doing that. I cannot call it.
See, I don't know if Bruce is saying, welcome, Sarah Cassie. Do we have an ACL pro that is watching us here live?
Do we have Sarah Cassie? Listen, if we have that, we've hit the pinnacle right here.
We're done. It's all we need to do. We're just end it now. But I know a lot of players, Sarah, if you're watching, a lot of players up here want you to come up to an open up here.
Sarah, if you go to Quebec, we can be partners.
I think she wants to win. Which means she will not be partnered with me. Oh, looks like we are cheering off. We are now going to cheer off the up here. So this started at 7:00.
That started at 7:00. It's now 9:00.
And we just got done. We just got done 4 games of rounders in Crew Cup.
Hey, Derek, don't try to steal my partner. I've already settled me and Sarah partners. Come on, cut it out. No, but I mean, here's the big thing. Like, especially with the international opens, right? When you start talking like Quebec and stuff like that. For some of the U.S. pros, I believe, and tell me if I'm wrong, Doug, you know this better than I do, they don't get some of the points that they would get for playing some of the opens and stuff in the U.S.
No, I'm not sure about that. I know it's like that for Europe.
Okay.
Not sure about Canada.
Okay. So
because the 4 joke guys, they've been having a couple guys from Michigan come over and play in regionals and win the regionals over here.
Okay. So I still may be able to get my points.
Might be able to.
Okay, because it's kind of part of the collective.
Yeah.
So it's international, but not technically international. Right?
Yeah. No.
Okay. Well, because that's the biggest thing, right? I heard through the grapevine. Right now, it's pretty hard to fill up the cornhole cruise that they're trying to do for the spring break thing, because for some of the pros, the time and money might not be there.
Correct.
And that makes it even harder. I mean, even some of these kids that don't have a job, like we do, right? Like Bruce does, like Derek does. I mean, we take time out of work. Some of these kids don't have a job. They're just playing cornhole as a job. And some of these people have to take time off. You know, it's probably not worth it to them for, a little bit of money to go on these cruises because what are you getting? It's actually costing you more money sometimes to do this stuff than it is that you're getting anything back in return.
Yeah. So
I know for me, if I was to do the Cornhole cruise, I bill at a high amount per day because my small fruit stand pays me very well. But that's going to get tougher and tougher as time goes on, right? You look at some of these kids as they get older and older. Do they now have to get, real jobs? Or is Cornhole still playing?
I've got this guy looking at me. So I can't even go around to see the full him.
I just want to know if it was live.
Steve Pohl just wants to know if it's live.
Steve Pohl, this is live, unlike your floor baggers.
He can't hear you. What? Yes, they were. He said like a pink 80s kind of full thing here, Bruce.
Bruce, just so you know, I did order a new hoodie this week. It's a beautiful pink fractal Titan hoodie. It's amazing. It's beautiful. Candy, I'm not going to make it to the Christmas party because it's next weekend. But maybe next year, or maybe a couple years once the kids are out of school and I can move down there and get away from this damn cold.
You know what? It is right here now. Let me go into your temperature. What do you think it is here right now? Fahrenheit.
Yeah, I don't wait, Fahrenheit? I'm going to say 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Which makes it what, like 2 Celsius or something like that? I don't know.
No. I will say that we are almost warmer than Cleveland right now. We are 51 degrees Celsius. I'm sorry, 51 degrees Fahrenheit right now.
Oh.
50 Celsius would be a little hot.
Cleveland's a shithole. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Look at Candy's looking for a house for me. Look at that. Doug, you just got invited to the Titan Christmas party.
Won't be able to make it.
But Doug, when you come down for the races, so just so Candy and Bruce know, and so everybody knows, me and Doug are looking to get to one of the racetracks this year to do some cornhole and some content and some other stuff. So we're trying to plan that out for, springtime, summertime. Because I know you go to, was it Darlington you go to? Or
I go to Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Yeah.
So Bruce is saying Talladega. It's because he knows it from friggin' Talladega Nights. He thinks he's Ricky Bobby.
Yeah. Well, I am going to have to cut this here short. We're really going to go half an hour. We're going to go in almost 45 minutes here. Had a good talk, but I'm going to go get some food. I've got an imprint in this chair here.
All right, Dougie, will you be safe? And we will talk to you soon. Everybody, thank you for signing in and signing on, especially my new best friend, Sarah Cassidy.
Well, she's watching on the down and back, right? So it's,
Yeah, but she heard I was here because I reposted it. That's why she signed on.
Fine. But yes, we'll be back on next Saturday night. I'll be from the basement.
And next week, if you want to sign on next week, we will have the after party.
Yes, the after party will be next weekend. Can't have it this weekend, but okay. So from the ACL Canada Ontario Conference, some people call it the Canada Conference, which is wrong. They keep doing it, but they should know better. I mention names.
All right, sir. You be safe.
Okay. Have fun. And everyone, watch tomorrow morning. ACL Canada Facebook Live. We'll be with the open singles and advanced singles. watch, give a thumbs up, tell everyone that they need me on all their feeds. That's all I need to do.
All right, everybody, stay safe, have fun, play cornhole.
Yes. And don't bitch about payments and anything else. Just don't bitch at your director. Not cool.